Hey y'all, and I'm only talking to my subscribers and those who follow me and believe in me. Now, I'm putting this information where you can see it, because I'm the type of person I have to see it to believe it. Now, y'all know I've been following this story of Javion, the 21-year-old truck driver out of Chicago. We're doing a low truckload in Henderson. Okay, and he ended up underlined against a tree. Okay. Now, at around 6 p.m. that evening, he traveled to Walmart Center. Remember when I showed y'all the video of that? Go back and watch it on my channel. He traveled to a Walmart Center on North Cooper Drive in Henderson and was seen on a surveillance set cameras walking into the store purchasing a rope. Now, y'all saw that. The footage showed Magee leaving the store. Remember I showed y'all that? But stopping, now this is what I didn't show y'all. But stopping, now look, y'all, listen what they saying. The footage, a lot of footage out there that y'all have not seen, that I have not seen. So it's a lot missing that you haven't seen, okay? So I try to give you an update as much as possible, but I'm not going to give you no make-up story that somebody else is saying. Now look, the footage showed Magee leaving the store, but stopping his truck on the way out and handling something to a homeless person sitting in the entrance. Bothers me. Investigators said they spoke to that person and learned Magee handed him money saying, I don't know how much it is, but if I had more, I would give it to you. The money total was $228. Now let's go back. Let's go back and reemphasize this. Now, I'm not trying to make a bit, make a wrong. Let's look at this situation, the paragraph. The footage showed Magee leaving the store. Okay, he left out the store. When Magee left out the store, Magee had a card in his hand. Magee rope didn't come up to $2 to $4. Common sense would say $228. He would have taken $8 and instead of using his card to pay for that rope. Now, I'm not stupid, okay? That's the way I see it. If I have $8, if I gave that person, see y'all, they're using psychology on y'all. They're using a moment of psychology on y'all because y'all, they trying to get y'all to figure out the part that they can't figure out, okay? So that means there are missing footages that y'all haven't seen, that we haven't seen. That don't make sense for him to just go in his pocket and give a homeless man, I don't know how much it is, but if I had more, I would give it to you. Trying to say that he had a peaceful heart. But why would he use the card for $4? Why would he use his card for $4 when they add taxes on them cards? Y'all know how it is with them cards. Bank card, credit card, whatever kind of card. Instead of taking that $8 out of that $228 to pay for that rope. The rope wasn't but $4. First of all, that don't make sense. And he don't know that area. So why would he stop and just reach in his pocket and hand this homeless person? I think that somebody in the truck allegedly handed that person $228 to shut up. Keep your mouth shut. That's what I don't believe is. I don't know how much it is. I believe is keep your mouth shut, okay? Because I know you see what's going on. Okay, so that homie man got paid. Okay, he got paid to keep his mouth shut. A hush hush money. After that, Magee entered a Hampton Inn. Now, I have a question. Okay. This is 6 p.m. in the afternoon, so he probably have a early morning shift and then he have the evening shift. Now, something is since he left Walmart, he can use that rope for anything, y'all. So I don't want to jump to conclusion what the rope for. The rope can be to tie up something. I don't know. Now, after that, Magee entered that Hampton Inn. Remember I showed y'all a video? He entered that Hampton Inn. And he spoke to that desk clerk. Let's speak to her. They didn't have no room, and he knew that they should have had a room. Like I think that they should have had a room. Now, he went in there, he talked to that clerk. And he was seen leaving that parking lot less than 10 minutes. 10 minutes later. Now, you had to ask yourself, since it's a setup, since something is going on that we don't know about, they could have followed him knowing that he was headed to that Hampton Hotel and talked to that lady. Could have paid that lady for lying. I'm just looking at everything in a different way since I looked at it another way. I gave everybody the benefits of the doubt. If I had to keep turning this story till I get where I want. By 6 p.m., his vehicle pulled into a dirt lot and the ignition was turned off. So, now, if he trying to find a place to park his truck, and they do that, and they track the truck when they was out of town. The question for me is, is he tired? Why did he choose Henderson he don't know nothing about Henderson, like I don't. He think he's in a safe town, but you can't think, but you know how young people is. So, when he turned that ignition off, then you got another video, they messing with y'all man again. Another surveillance video showed him axing his vehicle and walking along toward. Now y'all, okay, now look. No funny acting, Grandma Lanita. They said axing the vehicle. See, if they're going to tell a story, they need to be careful how they tell the story. They said he wasn't in a vehicle, he was in a truck. So I'm looking at everything. So they said he was axing the vehicle. What vehicle? And walking along toward the woods with an object in his hand. Now, first of all, they said 6:45 p.m., the vehicle pulled into a dirt lot. Now, y'all ain't paying attention to that. See, the vehicle, they said vehicle. A truck is not a vehicle. A truck, I'm just looking at it is because they ain't talking about, y'all can't be saying what they talking about because y'all don't know what they talking about. A truck is not a vehicle. A truck is just a truck. So, they said by 6:45 p.m., his vehicle, who vehicle that y'all see that we don't see, pulled into a dirt lot and the ignition was turned off. So whoever was in a vehicle turned out the ignition. The civilian video showed him axing the vehicle and walking along toward the woods with an object in his hand. Now, look. Y'all said vehicle. Now, on this line, y'all gonna say the truck. Y'all gonna say, wow, he returned. Okay, look. This don't make sense, y'all. This don't seem like psychology. It don't make sense to me. I want to see his funeral. I haven't seen his funeral. I've seen some cars, but I haven't seen. I need to see the funeral. Okay, with him in there. Now they used the word vehicle. He pulled up in a vehicle and turned out his initials. See, y'all got to be careful with the words that they're using. And when he was exiting that car, vehicle is a car, and walking along toward the woods with an object in his hand, don't make sense to me. The rope's supposed to be, if we're going to look at that rope, the rope can be used for anything in that car. Now, y'all, only thing to make me seem like that it's not any hallucinogens substances in this, because how did he inflict it to himself? Okay? If it had happened that way, then they would have called it an S. We're going to say initials. Y'all know what that means. S means. We can't call it a S because it was self-inflicted. Okay? Why he turned to the truck multiple times. Now, they stopped saying vehicle, and in this line they said, y'all know funny acting. Lanita gonna look at everything funny acting. While he returned to the truck multiple times, the ignition was turned off one final time, y'all, at 7:30 p.m. and never started again. Why is that important that it never started again at 7:30 after 7:30 p.m.? Police said Magee is seen walking away from his truck toward the trees, and the video does not show him returning. Anytime something like this, they trying to make it look like he staged his own death. Okay? Now, there's a possibility that he did, and a possibility that he didn't, and a possibility that somebody was there with him in that truck. If you don't lock your doors, what people gonna do? Get in. Okay. Now, this is what got funny acting. This is what got all my funny acting people. You're going to tell me that camera is not showing, okay, he walked into the woods, okay, at 10:08 a.m. September 11th. Trucks are in and out of there. I know it's kind of dark at 7 and 8. Ain't nobody thinking nobody is over there in the woods, because that's where the trucking company is, behind the fence. You tell me that young man was laying out there from 7 p.m., 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, that long, them hours, and found at 10:08 a.m., September 11th. Now, the police said that a 911 call from the owner of a truck repair company. Now, that's not, let's get something straight. That is not a trucking company. That is a truck repair company where they repair trucks, okay? So a lot of people, we think that the way they show the video is a lot of trucks. But there we thinking that that was a truck place where you could park your truck. But no, that's a repair shop that repair trucks, okay? It's a truck repair company. This man report, a man with a rope around the neck outside a fence at 285 Vanco Mill Road The caller said the man was not breathing. When detective arrived, they found Magee with a rope wrapped tightly around the neck. The other end of the rope was wrapped around a tree branch. Now, y'all, the police said that the North Carolina chief medical examiner office found no defense wounds and said there was no sign of physical and XSA. Now, why was it important to find out whether there was a SA on him? It made me figure that it was some more kind of people involved with this. Some jealousy. For them to take a SA report, unless that's something that they follow up on, make me think that not the white sheets, it seemed like something else. Some more people involved in this. Javion did have hemorrhaging around the soft tissue of the neck. The toxicology results are still pending, but why? Therefore, the autopsy results are not complete at this time. Why? The department said, but why? The rope was branded Oza Trail, which is sold at Walmart and was the same rope Magee was seen purchased that night. Now, why y'all going back to that? Police said that the man who found Magee's body had been called to the scene by Magee's employers, who reached out requesting a check on their driver because the truck had not moved in some times. Now, earlier, y'all know that I did go back and look at my channel. I put out there for y'all, just in case you didn't miss that what kind of trucking company that this is. Let me ask y'all something. How long has Javion Magee been driving for this company? Now look, according to the KLLM trucking, where Magee, who is from Aurora, Illinois, worked, the 21-year-old recently obtained his commercial driver license earlier in 2024. So it's telling me if 2024, from this September, he just got his license. So this is okay. Let me ask y'all something. Is he still in training, or do he have a trainer with him? How long? Usually they have a trainer with them when they training. Is he in training, or has he gotten out of the training when he did his first load? I want to know that question. Magee wallet and cell phone was both found in his truck by police, the department said. Now, what take me back to Walmart? Y'all found his wallet and his cell phone. So inside Javion truck was his wallet and his cell phone. No money. Okay? Now, the money thing, I'm not going to buy that. because your card is what you use to keep from using money. And he seemed like a smart young man to know this, to use a card, not money. I don't believe the story about him taking money and giving it to nobody homeless. They can tell me something else. You're not going to make me think that this young man had a mind problem because they want to never gave him that truck to drive, okay? And he can read his GPS. Now, I still want to know, did he have a trainer in that truck with him, or was he in that truck by himself? Something telling me that somebody else was in that truck. Somebody could have jumped in his truck. I don't know, because Javion not here to tell his story. We have been able to see some of the recent searches from Javion's phone and was working through proper legal authority to obtain more information. Hopes of having complete pictures occurred before Javion's body was found on morning of September the 11th. The sheriff's office said. Police said an investigation remained. Now, this is trying to tell me that. Okay, y'all, so what I did for you people, I went to the trucking company that Javion supposed to be working for, the KKLM from Chicago. Beautiful trucking training class. Hold on. This is supposed to be the trucking company that he working with, okay? Making me think it's a career opportunity, a nice company, allegedly for him to join. When he dropped that trailer off, this the part of the truck that had to be left, that part. I don't know what they call it. I don't know what name of no truck, but this is the company that Javion Oliver worked for. Pictures can tell you anything, but the dispatcher and employees can tell you another thing. Right here it said paid class A CDL training. Get class A CDL training and start your career as a professional truck driver. And that's what Javion allegedly did. And here is the company. Okay. This career with KLLM Driving Academy is something that Javion Magee supposed to went through. Now, when I put it on here, this is what popped up. Hi, I'm Harper, your personal job assistant at KKM Transport Service. I am happy to help you with KLLM Driving Academy information here. If you an experienced driver, please use our driver page so we can assist you. Otherwise, please tap the cursor. Okay. Okay, so what I did was I put in some information since you wanted me to ask her a question. I said, hello, I have some of your courses, but I typed it wrong, okay? Fingers in the wrong place. So I know she didn't understand. She said, I'm sorry. Can you please restate your question? I said, for me. I said, how long is the academy that to start driving? She said the recruiting process starts by submitting a full application with KLLM. If you have already done that, a start date would need to be discussed with your recruiter at 800 okay? Okay. Oh, Lord. Hey, okay, y'all, I'm sorry. Yeah. So, all that miss. Okay. So, I asked her, I said, is the academy months before on the road? And then she said, yes, we offer a 22-day CDLA course. So he had to do a 22-day CDLA course at our KLLM Training Academy. And for the resident of MSLA, Texas, and Illinois, we offer refresher courses for residents of many more states. Okay. So I text back and told her thank you for that information. Okay. She said, my pleasure. Now let's look at, let's go back. Let's look at the, what the attorney said, what the family attorney said. They said, quote, this is an absolute tragedy. Tragedy? 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 No matter how it panned out. That's what the family attorney said. They said, quote, the pictures that we saw was very clear that he was hanging, not in the manner in which you may have saw in the 60s, 20, and the 30s, but there's nothing to take away from it. Now, why you talking like that? Now, you don't even make sense. Hanging is hanging. How is he going to be sitting from hanging? The pictures that we saw was very clear that he was hanging, not in the manner. How was he hanging if he was hanging? Hanging is hanging. I don't care if it's in the 60s or in the 20s or the 30s. There is nothing to take away from it. That's weird. Y'all, you see, y'all telling y'all putting information out there without putting information out there, okay? Y'all putting information out there without putting information. How he gonna be sitting and hanging at the same time? And then for the sheriff, Curtis BRAME said that there's no foul play suspect. It's trying to say that he did it to himself. But I'm still stuck where it said the family attorney. See, in other words, y'all, it's a lot that they can tell us and a lot that they can't tell us. Only thing, they had to put something out there for the people, but what they put out for the people is to give y'all something to talk about, okay? Because for the attorney, the attorney said this is an absolute tragedy. I want to talk about it to educate my people. I like to educate people because I try to take the words that people say when they speak so y'all can see tragedy. I know what tragedy means, but I want to put it out for the people. Tragedy, an event causing great suffering, destruction, and distress, such as a serious accident, crime, or natural catastrophe. Okay? That's what a tragedy is. Okay? So, in other words, that their attorney know that something went on, okay, that caused this serious accident. That's why I looked at the word tragedy. Okay, people, I know a lot of y'all people know what it means, okay? But it's best to explain not only to you to make understanding of words, but other people, okay? That's what tragedy means, okay? That he know that something happened to him, no matter what. Something happened to him. But what threw me out with Harris Daniel said the pictures that we saw, that means that they saw something that we didn't see. For it's very clear to let y'all know that he was hanging, okay? Not in the manner in which you may have saw in the 60s, 20s, and 30s. But there's nothing to take away from it. Now, he need to explain that because a lot of young people wasn't here in the 60, 20, and the 30s. Now, let me go check something out. Another word that I want to explain to a lot of people what transparencies mean, okay? Because they're not telling y'all what nothing means, so they're just talking to you, okay? Transparencies in the criminal justice system means sharing information with the public about crime, law enforcement, and other related topics. They want them, the reason why they said transparencies, because they want y'all to put out there the information about that crime so everybody can hear it and see it, okay? The information can help the community use resources more effectively, okay? And improves public safety. So that's why they said transparencies, okay? So be careful how y'all use stuff. Now, I do want to put it out there that what the family says about Javion. And, we're going to say something good about our children. And I'm going to say it all about mine. Good and the other side. Good, bad, and the ugly. Now, the family stated that Javion is a loving buddy. Good to be around. He never had any disturbing issue like that, said the family representative, Dr. Candace Matthews. He loved his family. He loved just enjoying himself. And he loved being a truck driver. That was what he loved to do. So it's like everybody is confused right now. Like, what is this? Now, they went on to share, Matthew went on to share thoughts of Javion, the closest loved ones, saying their world is turned more up after they said the Vance County Sheriff Office called them and said he died of S. They called and told him that. Wow. Okay, so of course the family want answers. That was their loved one, and anybody want answers, and will make noise about their loved ones. Okay. Now the sheriff told BRAME told ABC 11 that there was no signs of foul play in Magee's death. So you have to ask yourself, how he do that to himself? He said Magee went to the nearby. Oh, we already know about that. We know about it. We made sure y'all put Walmart in that everybody know that they got Walmart there, okay? But we trying to get to why you saying it's not a foul play, and there is not a lynching in Vance County. So I have here a cover up. So you trying to say it's now Sheriff BRAME, you trying to say there's no foul play. So you telling me that I did inflicted this on myself, but let the family attorney saying that it's not happening in the 60 and the 30 and the 20s. It didn't. He wasn't hanging like that from the tree, but I just y'all. I'm not gonna let y'all confuse me because somebody lying. Somebody is not telling us the truth, and keeping it. I know y'all don't have to show us nothing, but keeping it something that I need away from me to figure this out is really disturbing to me. Okay, because I know y'all can't show everything because it'll get out in the public. But these people seeing something that we didn't see. Now, I just don't understand why the sheriff is calling it a foul play if the family Attorney Matthews says that he was definitely hanging from a tree, but not like the 30s in the 20s, in the 60s. And then the sheriff said he was sitting on the side of the tree. Why are we hearing different stories if everybody saw the same picture? The sheriff also said, BRAME said that I understand there's over 1,000 hits on TikTok accusing the sheriff office of not being transparent, not giving y'all information, not providing information to the family, and that is not true. BRAME said there have been information put out there that there's a lynching in Vance County. He said there is not a lynching in Vance County. The young man was not dangling from a tree. He was not swinging from a tree. The rope was wrapped around his neck. It was not a noose. There was not a knot in the rope. So therefore, it was not a lynching here in Vance County. But that's don't make it a lynch, because the rope is not tied the way it tied. But that's what they call a lynch, when the rope. But you got to realize, Sheriff, that the times have changed. And they can't make ropes, make them ropes like they used to make back in the days. So they had to make the rope the way they can make it in the days, okay? In this days, okay? So I don't want to accuse. One thing about this, we don't have enough information. They don't want to put this information out there because y'all can take the information and change the information around. But listening to what the sheriff saying and the attorney saying don't make sense. It's two different stories. It's two different stories. It's given to that somebody's not talking right. Can you listen to the sheriff trying to tell us that one thing that he was doing, and then the Matthew saying that the picture that he saw. Now, it's the picture that the attorney saw. Is it did it come from somebody else, or did it come from the picture? So now, what is the two men that found him? The man who, well, I think I got it on something that he was talking and said he found him. That's weird, y'all. Somebody had to know that they were going to cut grass that day. I just have a question, and I want some answers. Was anybody in that truck with him? Anybody seen on the picture? Anybody? If y'all, somebody, no cars, nobody in the woods, nothing like that. For him to take that rope out there and to set it up and leave it like that, it seemed like he gave it to somebody. Now, could it been that, I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. I'm out.